But now I don't see those cobbles and curbs. I don't hear the blues anymore.
Rough Trade is giving away a third of the first 3 months of the Rough Trade Club plus new music membership exclusively to 101 Part-Time Jobs listeners. Become a member of Rough Trade Club New Music and you'll receive the Rough Trade Album of the Month straight to your door every month on exclusive vinyl pressing with exclusive bonus material. Club members have received exclusive pressings of albums from Sufjan Stevens, Sprints, The Last Dinner Party, Julie Byrne and Over Mono, just to name a few, this past year alone. Sign up using the promo code CLUB101POD and you'll get the Rough Trade Album of the Month, English Teacher's excellent debut album, This Could Be Texas, on exclusive Galaxy Gold for a third of the usual price. Here's English Teacher on a recent episode of 101.
How many opportunities do you get to write a debut album and have all of this, sport behind us? I don't know, I really like the idea of holding the bar as being like classic songs.
You only get one shot at a debut.
Don't want the album of the month but still want all the benefits? Sign up to the standard tier using Club 101 Pod and you'll still get the first month free. You'll also get free shipping on all orders, 10% off the bar and on secondhand vinyl in store, and exclusive access to sold out Rough Trade events. So don't hang around. Go to roughtrade.com/club and sign up with the code CLUB101POD. That's CLUB101POD and claim money off the album of the month, English Teachers This Could Be Texas, today. This offer's available to UK residents only. Do you play in bands? I did for the longest time. And I wish that I knew that DistroKid was a thing. I don't even think it existed back then. DistroKid makes music distribution fun and easy with unlimited uploads, and artists keep 100% of your royalties and earnings. 1 million plus artists rely on DistroKid to get their music on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, TikTok, Tidal, Instagram, and all the major streaming services. When you get DistroKid, you can see a DistroKid bank and withdraw your earnings. You get notified when you've earned royalties and you can withdraw via the app. And you can even check your streaming stats on Spotify and Apple. Get 30% off your first year on DistroKid by going to distrokid.com/VIP/101pod. 30% off for your first year. That's not bad. We know it's a tough world out there. Why don't you make it easier for yourself? And to get 30% off that free year as an artist, where you get 100% of your royalties and earnings, go to distrokid.com/VIP/101pod. All right, stay with me. I'll be right back after this.
This episode is brought to you by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. In breaking news, leading scientists worldwide are conducting experiments to determine if Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are the perfect combination of peanut butter and chocolate. However, it appears the study was inconclusive, as the scientists couldn't help but eat all the Reese's. Because when you want something sweet, you can't do better than Reese's. Find Reese's now at a store near you.
This episode is brought to you by La Quinta by Wyndham. Your work can take you all over the place, like Texas. You've never been, but it's going to be great because you're staying at La Quinta by Wyndham. Their free Bright Side breakfast will give you energy for the day ahead. And after, you can unwind using their free high-speed Wi-Fi. Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, you shine. Book your stay today at lq.com.
All right, you're listening to 101 Part-Time Jobs from Reading Festival 2023. Done episodes all this week, from chatting to some incredible people last weekend down at Richfield Avenue, ending with today, Graham Sayle, one of the nicest men in the world, singer of High Viz. Their record Blending that came out last year is just something special. What a brilliant band. I was lucky enough to put them on in a pub near mine a few years ago when their first record came out. Before then, I kind of walked into the pub, Bird's Nest in southeast London, and saw them play, and I thought, what the fuck is this? I can't believe I've walked into this, and I'm just having the best night of my life. So it was incredible to go see him at Reading Festival for some quick fire questions. I think he had fun. I feel like he had fun. So here he is, Graham of High Viz from Reading Festival on 101 Part-Time Jobs. Cheers. 101 Part-Time Jobs, Graham from High Viz.
Where do I look?
Oh, you look at me.
Okay.
Yeah. But then it depends if you say something really poignant.
I'll turn to the camera and just...
Hey, Reading and Leeds, it's a big one, isn't it?
It's one of them. Yeah, I've never been. I never really went to Mosher festivals. I've only ever been to like house festivals and that. So it's mad. But it was one of them ones. Like as a kid, I always thought when I was like 11 or whatever, I'd be like, I want to go to that. It looks sick.
Big time. And like, even looking at those lineups, I had an older brother.
Yeah.
And so he went years before me, and I was like, oh my god, he's got all these sick bands. There's always been like good like rock music.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Like and this kind of festival like now.
This is the mecca of it, isn't it?
It's
really.
and like it's broad. There's a lot of punk rock and hardcore still.
Yeah. It's nice that they're. It's nice to be able to do this as a punk, you know.
Yeah.
Especially having seen, I just watched Scowl and it was sick.
What's your like kind of expectations when you come to something like this? Do you want to hang out?
I don't have any expectations at all ever, and yeah, I mean, this is like it's mad. All this stuff is all new to us, so like getting carted around on little car things, it's all new to me. But like, yeah, I don't have any expectations. I just think like just taking it, you know, as it comes really.
When you go to a festival, you're in the car with your mates. What's the album that you're listening to? What's the one that gets people like pumped up?
What do we listen to in the car? Like loads of hardcore and Oasis probably. Listen to like What's the Stories, the album in it really for singing along and
yeah, love it. What was your first job?
First ever job. I worked when I was dead young. I worked in a bike shop. Just as I was like maybe 11 years old. I used to just like put oil on the chains on a bike shop.
Yeah. Fixie bikes?
No, just like shit bikes. I just loved bikes as a kid, innit? And then
there's a massive London bike scene of like couriers. I mean, I sort of know so little about it, but things like Critical Mass.
Yeah.
When you go to one of them,
I
you
used to
realise
love doing Critical Mass. I love terrorising stuff in it. So yeah,
it's fun. Well, there's that thing. It's the same with skateboarding. If you ride bikes when you're younger, it's about like building jumps.
Yeah.
Like hanging out with your friends, getting into trouble.
That stuff is, taught me everything I know really. Like building jumps and then like all that stuff. It's just DIY stuff in it. You make your own fun. When it's fuck all around, you just end up making your own fun.
You've been a teacher. You are a teacher.
Yeah, I'm a technician who teaches basically in a school, and this was mad because I was soon as before we even walked out, there's all these kids from our school, and I was just like,
here.
Yeah. That's what proper threw me up. Not recognise me. They come down specifically. I was like, one of them said to us, they were like, I walked past in the lesson, and they were like, kind of like looking at me all sheepish, and he was like, "Sir, are you playing Reading and Leeds?" And I was like, What do you mean? And he's like, "Are you playing Reading and Leeds?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Your band." I was like, "What band?" And he's like, "High Vis." And I was like, I've successfully for 13 years of my life kept my secret punk part-time lifestyle as separate to work, and now it's infiltrated and I don't know what the fuck to do about it. Hopefully I'm not a bad influence, you know what I mean?
No, definitely not. I think and this is going to sound quite earnest and honest, but
stop it, you'll throw me off.
Music is fucking amazing.
It's
so inspiring. It encourages people to be themselves. It encourages people to create their own thing.
I'm so thankful for it. I've done it for years, isn't it? It's but it's funny that you do it for years to no one, and all of a sudden you're at Reading and Leeds, and there's loads of people. It's just a lot at the moment.
Ace. If you're coming to a festival, if you were coming with your closest pals, your best mates, would you camp with them? Would you share a tent, or would you camp solo?
Mate, I wouldn't camp. I do not it's like a war zone out there. If you've been to these things, trust me, I'm trying to be bougie. I'm getting a hotel down the road. I don't know who I think I am, but
Imodium or bust?
Fuck off. For shit dinners and shit.
For pooping yourself, yeah.
This is the thing, innit? I'm a snob now. I'm 37 years old. I'm trying.
All right, we got 101 part-time jobs bingo here.
Oh, fucking hell, go on.
So are you good at pub quizzes?
No.
Have you ever won a pub quiz?
Absolutely not, no.
I guess what's the top? It's top money.
I'm good at going to the pub.
That takes practice and time.
I've had a lot of practice.
All right, these are yes or no questions.
Go on.
Have you ever been fired?
Yes.
Have you ever had a romance in office?
Yes.
Have you ever lied to get a job?
You're always lying. No one knows what they're doing. Of course, you don't just lying to people to say you get a job. Yeah, of course.
Best answer so far. Have you called in sick to go play a gig?
100%. Yeah, and I will be soon. I will be again.
Have you ever sent a reply all and egged yourself?
I'm not. Oh, have I ever done that? No, not really. I'm pretty good at I just don't email anyone. I'm a vintage guy.
If you don't do it, you can't get it wrong.
No, exactly. Yeah. Play the game, you can't lose.
Final question: have you hid in the toilet while you're supposed to be somewhere else?
Yeah. God, yeah. When I used to get bevies, I just 100% going hide with a horrible hangover, leaning against the wall. Horrible.
Were you a hangover guy? Did you have your years of
Mate,
hangovers?
for years, and I don't know how the hell I've worked in a school for so long. I mean, I'm proud of myself. But yeah. 13 years I've worked in a school.
That's great.
It's mad, isn't it?
I bet you've learnt some things.
It's good, yeah, loads. I like it. It's
Hanging
fun.
around with different types of people, hanging like you're always going to learn
But it's
from
all,
individuals,
just
right?
it's not like, you know, we're in like school. It's a posh school, so it's like I've just seen a whole other world. Everyone's alright, really. It's like everyone's quite nice. It's a weird thing, you know. I never wanted to be a teacher. You know, I just kind of ended up doing it, and here we are.
And you make tables that are fucking awesome.
Thanks.
Great designs.
Thank you.
Is that a kind of, when you go into building, do you know what you're going into when you're designing that?
Yeah, kind of. I kind of just, it's just one of the things I kind of like. It's a fun hobby that makes a bit of money, I guess. Yeah.
Nice. Lovely. Graham, thank you so much.
Thank you.
101 part-time jobs.
Wicked.
Any parting
I
words?
love you. You're the most positive man I've ever met in my life. I love it.
There's no other way. I don't know how to do anything else.
Thank you. Thanks
Cheers,
for
mate.
doing it. Wicked.
Really good of you. So there he was, Graham from High Vis, finishing off a week of interviews from Reading here on 101 Part-Time Jobs. If you've made it through them all, well done, and cheers for listening to any of them, really. Back to normal programming next week. We got some proper British bands next week. Start off with Coach Party on Monday, Cooler Shaker on Tuesday, and the lottery winners and the Coral. So subscribe to get notified when all those come out. And yeah, nice one. See you later.
It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? I kind of like the high five, but if you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. At ChumbaCasino.com, choose from hundreds of social casino-style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses, so don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.